Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and today we're going to take a look at the Shoei RF1200 Marquez Power Up graphic available at RevZilla.com. Now, if you're not familiar with the RF1200, you have been living under a rock for the past 3 years. This is going to be the main street helmet from Shoei with that get you to the track functionality. It's an AIM Plus tri-composite shell. 4 different shell sizes are available. 3 pounds, 8 ounces when we threw this on the scale on the large, and it's going to have an intermediate oval head shape. And what that means for you, longer front to back, narrower down the side of the head, and it's going to work for the majority of you riders out there in the American market. Now, if you are not familiar with the RF1200, you can always check out our detailed breakdown video where we rip the insides out and we show you everything you can expect from this particular lid. But really what we're here to talk today about is going to be the graphic, and this is the Marquez Power Up graphic. This is going to be modeled after the helmet that he wore in Catalunya in the GP for 2016. Now, you'll notice a few distinct changes here. One, it's not going to have the Red Bull logo down the chin bar. It's now going to have that 93. The other thing you'll notice is where it says pull and bear up at the top, it used to be the Lotus graphic for the official race helmet. So some subtle changes have been made, and if you're not familiar with pull and bear, we weren't either. We had to look them up. They're actually a retailer for clothing in the European market. Now, the other thing you'll note, on the very top here, there's that large power up button, and this is where the name comes from. You go ahead and you hit that and you power the helmet right up. What you will notice, there's a contrast of gloss paint with metal flake, and the silver working its way around is going to have some metal flake to it. And one of the things that I really like is the helmet does have a fast feel. There's definitely asymmetry coming into play with the right side. It's not going to mirror what we're going to see over on the left side. But one of the things that I really like is just the hand of this. There's a lot of wild colors coming into play. But if you look at the back, we were talking about the metal flake up on top. You're going to see just a little bit of translucent metal flake working its way almost like a rally stripe through the colors. And you can barely see it. I don't even know if you'll be able to pick it up in the camera. But when you look at the helmet up close in person, there's just a really great hand to all the different paints and colors that we're seeing working its way through this helmet. So even if you're not a Marquez fan, this is really a graphic that you can appreciate. But there are a lot of Marquez fans out there in the audience, and my guess is there's a lot of you that will be interested in this particular graphic. If you want to hear more about what other riders have to say about the Shoei RF1200, now would be the time to click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there putting this Shoei through its paces. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which helmet is right for you and your riding style, you can give them a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email to cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Shoei RF1200 Marquez Power Up graphic. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.